listeners. Today, I will take the session on improving the communication skills of the front office staff of the hotel with the guests, how they engage with the guest, and how they can ensure to have a lasting impression on the guests. So, let us start with the first step. The first step is how they greet the guest. When the guest enters the hotel, their luggage is taken care of. The luggage comes out of the security belt, they pick it up, or the bell desk helps them. And the first thing the guest does it to walk towards the front desk. Now, whatever I'm going to speak is not so much from the training manuals because there are enough manuals and norms which you're supposed to follow, but I will be talking from the guest point of view because I have been reviewing hotels, I have been staying at various hotels. So, as a communications specialist and as a guest of the hotel, I can put the two things together and give you the some tips which will help you from my own experience. That is why all the points I will try to illustrate with my own experiences. So, what I was saying that the first thing is that the guest enters the comes towards the front desk. Now, when he comes towards the front desk, in most of the situations, 90% of the time, it has been observed that the front desk professional is looking towards his computer screen. He never looks up, and while looking at the computer screen, he's doing some work on his screen and he just says, yes, yes. Now, this is the blunder. The guest has come all the way, he's come towards your desk. So it is your duty to look up, give a genuine smile, greet the guest, and then say, yes, sir, or yes, ma'am, how can I help you? Do we have your reservation? So then you are setting the positive tone. It is your smile, it is your body language which will set the positive tone. Because as I said earlier, you must remember you are the first crucial face of your brand. So it will set the positive tone. The moment you look up, smile, and ask the guest, how can I help you? The conversation starts in a positive manner. You have given the positive vibrations. And then you ask the guest that whether they have the sir, ma'am, do we have your reservation? Now, if the guest does not have a reservation, then he will ask or she will ask for their preference, what kind of room they have. Now, here it is very important what kind of answer and what kind of words you should use and not use. Suppose I go to the counter as a guest and I ask you, can I have a garden facing room? Now, it is possible that you don't have a garden facing room available. Please do not say garden facing rooms are sold out. What you should say is that I have taken the note of your request. I will try to get the garden facing room for you. But at the moment, can I offer you an equally good room? It could be a pool facing room, or it could be something which you can offer and you can suggest and say that it comes with better amenities, it comes with better facilities. But I am sorry, right away, I will not be able to block a garden facing room for you. Now, whatever you have said is positive. You have at least given a couple of options to the guest instead of straight away saying, no, sorry, garden facing room is sold out. So it matters a lot the kind of words you use and how you use. Suppose the guest has already booked a room and you have got the room for the guest and it's all right. Then what should you do? What the best way is that you come out of your counter, come towards the guest, greet him, say a couple of nice positive sentences. How was your journey? How are you feeling? And then you offer the guest to walk towards the restaurant and say, why don't you come with me and have a cup of coffee or order something to eat? It is possible that The guest is very exhausted and has come after a long journey. So, this kind of an offer is unexpected, and the guest will be extremely happy to hear this. And they'll say, "Oh, of course, why not?" So, please do not force the guest to do the check in signs and formalities straight away. You walk with the guest towards the restaurant and have a cup of coffee. Maybe it is possible that the buffet is closing, or the restaurant can take only the last order, because this happened with me. I can tell you from my own experience. I had once gone to a tier 2 city, and there, when I reached the hotel, it was already about 10:30 in the night. When I reached the front desk, there were three front desk professionals, the staff members, and along with them there were two chefs waiting. Now I was pleasantly surprised, and I asked them, "How come the chefs are here at this time?" They said, "Ma'am, they are waiting for you to take your order, because this will be the last order. We close the restaurant after that. You can only have some sandwiches and bread and some toast and tea and coffee. But regular meal you will not be able to have. So please give your preference and the last order." Now, this is something which is really wonderful, and it can create a lasting impression on the guest. If you wanted, you could have just done the check-in, signing, and noting down the details and sent the guest to the room, and that's it. The guest would have later on realized that he or she cannot have the full meal in the hotel because the restaurant and the room service is closed. So it is very important that you anticipate the need of the guest at the time you meet the guest. And as I said earlier, set the positive tone for the rest of the stay of the guest, which will be very, very important. I can give you another extreme from my own example. I went to Macau, and there, again, it was close to 11 o'clock in the night, and we did the check in formalities. And the reception or the front office staff, they just sent us to the room. When we ordered from the room, we settled down, we ordered from the room, they said nothing is available except for tea and coffee. Now, this here lies the difference between the Indian hospitality and the hospitality in other places. As we say that we work with our heart and soul in our hotels. The professionals in our hotels do not work artificially. It is our heart and soul which goes in it, which goes in the hospitality, and that is why we say Atithi Devo Bhava. So these are the small things which you have to really be very careful about. Now, once you're with the guest in the restaurant having coffee, your colleague or you can get the check-in form done and the signing done and whatever has to be completed, and then the guest is already happy. It is possible that the guest would say, "No, I'm not exhausted and I can straight away do the check in formality." Fine. Then it is really very good. Then you can go ahead with everything and let your team member or you escort the guest to the room so that you can guide the guest about the various facilities in the room, and also you will get an opportunity to talk a little bit to the guest. Now, here we comes to the third aspect of communication. When you start talking to the guest, the most important thing is of the communication module is that you should be, first of all, having an eye contact with the guest. That brings about a personal touch, that brings about, that gives an impression that you're listening to the guest and you are attentive. Now, again, I have observed and experienced that when you're talking to the staff member of the hotel, especially of the front desk, they are looking at their phone. And most of the time they keep saying, excuse me, and then they'll either send a message from the phone or they are busy in replying to the call. Please avoid that. At least in the beginning, when you have just welcomed the guest, you avoid looking at your phone. You be with the guest and then you understand what the guest needs and what they would like to do, so that when they come down or when they want to start their other activities, you'll be able to realize what exactly the guest wants, and you can suggest various activities of the hotel and outside the hotel. So we come to the second point of communication, that you must understand the needs of the guest. You must understand what your guest needs in the second lecture, which would be about communication with the guest after knowing the guest very well.